So today's fun task is putting on the resonator. This came from Cummins via Amazon, and I've got an assortment of additional pieces, parts I'm expecting to use. Basically, it's a straight through pipe with an outside chamber and holes in the middle of the tube to kind of try to allow that hit of expansion of gases coming down the pipe to muffle out a little bit, take some of the edge off of the sound, which is why I would imagine it's called a resonator and not a muffler. So, and it does fit over the end of the pipe, at least that end does. This one has a bit of a wrinkle and a weld in it, so I'm going to use this end when I connect it up to the pipe. Now the pipe wrench that I had wasn't big enough to go around this pipe, so I got myself a fresh one, new one with a much larger diameter capacity, so that's definitely going to work. Hope I don't hit the ground while cutting it. There it is. Yeah, back where I'm going to cut it, it should work. Might hit the leaf spring though. Let's see once. Well, this will be a short video if I can't get the tool to work. So back here about where I want to put it. So back here about where I want to put it. And oh, just. Alright, so we're in luck. The tool's going to work. Yeah, that was fortuitous. Just barely cleared things. Alright, so we have the muffler, the resonator. Let's see how much of this goes in the pipe. That's tight fit. Alright, well, so assuming that I've got that much of pipe, then I want that much of pipe after the bend left, which is a little bit less than what I've got set right now. And about there, I think, is where I want to put it. Okay. Because then from that mark there, yeah, then I've got straight pipe for at least an inch or so, so I get a nice good joint. Now, this is the clamp that supposedly works with it, even though it's a little bit too large. When I clamp it down, it'll deform it slightly and it'll flatten it slightly, and it shouldn't come off. So that'll be there. And then you can see here how the original strap isn't even connected. The metal, apparently the generator was bucking so hard over so much time that it actually broke this bent joint of metal here between the mount and the pipe. So this whole time, for quite some time, I don't know exactly how long, my pipe's just been hanging off of the generator. It's not actually been, it's just mounted to the generator, and the whole length of the pipe is just hanging off the generator. Like, okay, I'm glad we haven't had any problems so far, but clearly I'm going to need to replace that as well. So the idea here is that I have a strap and a clamp that will, and this clamp will go over the outside of the resonator, right about in the middle where this strap is. So I'll put a new strap, which is more rubber, in about the same place where the old strap was. Let's see if I can get this thing to open up here. There we go. And and then that will fit underneath here and hopefully hold that in place really nicely. So that will be added after I get everything else hooked up. There we go. Alright, so that is a quick review of the parts and the plan. And of course there's muffler and tailpipe sealer, which is just to make sure that nothing leaks out. That nothing leaks out from between the resonator, which is now going to form a small tailpipe extension, putting us only just slightly off the side of the van further than what it was before. It's supposed to seal between this extension, if you will, and the original pipe, so that there's not anything leaking out underneath the van, which could get into the cavity. Okay, so now that we've reviewed the plan and the parts, let's get to cutting off the original bit of pipe here. So, and this is standard pipe cutting apparatus. Slowly twist it tighter as you rotate, and it dents this little groove into the pipe, slowly increasing the depth of the groove a little bit at a time every time you rotate. When it gets easier to rotate, it's no longer really stiff, give it another fraction of a turn on the handle there to tighten it up some more, and eventually it literally goes right through the pipe and the pipe snaps off just like that. 1, 2, 3, done. So I spent like 20 something bucks on this tool just for that. But you know, you gotta have the right tools. And now we're going to try to get this over a good chunk of that pipe. And sure enough, looks like it will work. But it's going to take some effort to get enough of that on there. I kind of wonder if I don't want to it's just going to be a back and forth effort. Okay, so let's get some sealer on there. I'm going to get some on the cracks before I get it pushed on. And we get that. There's a general rule when you're doing plumbing. This is a kind of a plumbing job. You put the sealant material, sealer gunk, on the pipe that you're pushing onto, the smaller diameter pipe, so that it rides back as you push the larger pipe over it, and hopefully coats more surface area that way. Also so that you don't get a bunch of gunk in your pipe flow, restricting the movement of the material through the pipe. Alright. Yep, that's getting nice and tight. There we go. A little bit of rotating is working. Get that on there. So about as far as it'll go. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. And get that nice and smooth. And I can add some more of this later as well. Never hurts to add a second layer. Alright, that's on there. I mean, I don't think that would fall off under normal use either anyway, but let's go ahead and clamp her up nonetheless. So, I'm going to put the bolts up just for my own convenience. Well, also because I don't want things getting caught on, if I end up backing over a bump, I don't want that to get caught. I'm going to tighten it up with a crescent wrench real quick, and then we'll finish it off later with a proper socket wrench. I'm just going to tighten it enough. Push that back a little bit. Make sure I've got a bite on the new part of the pipe. There we go. So tighten this up enough that it's not going anywhere. And we'll worry about pulling it tighter to the form later. So that part is really kind of sort of done. And the next part is going to be getting the mounting, the new mounting piece here in place with the clamp. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to finish doing the strap replacement. I've got a it's going the wrong way. Let's try going. No, I hit that first. Should be this way. It's a bolt into something. Should be. There it goes. I'm getting it from loose. Alright, that's one bolt. Go, one bolt off, and that's a big bolt. Second bolt. Voila. And it appears I'm lucky that the bolt size and the hole size are matching up well enough. So let's put this guy on. And he's going to go like this. So his bolts are going to stick down. Well, let's see, can I get away with putting him upside down? Yeah, that should work just fine. Alright, let's do that. Get this inserted in about the right place. Tighten these down by hand. Come on, get on there. There it goes. Other side. Oh, just for sake of helping out anybody wanting to do it this way, this is a 2.5-inch clamp. The clamp on the back side holding the resonator to the original pipe is a 1.5-inch pipe clamp. I mean, the 2.25. What did I say? 2.5? 2.25 inch is the size that I'm using for the clamp around the body of the resonator. which does not need to be tightened down super tight, just enough to keep it from ever coming off. Okay, and then I've got to find those holes. Where'd the hole? There's the holes. Okay. And I'm going to put a little bit of upward pressure on this, just so it's actually hanging on the clamp. I'm kind of operating blind here. I'm going to put the top one in first. Let's see where the top hole is compared to top hole. Yeah, okay, so top hole in the top bolt in the top hole. And I like this strap better because it's a full length of rubber, so it's got more material to bounce and get. Less likely to be noisy. Let's see if I can catch that hole again. Bottom hole, top hole. So right here somewhere. Get a better view on this and see what I'm doing. Maybe just maybe. Oh, I see. Got the way up there. Ah, shoot. Well, there's a problem. The strap material is wide and it's up against a piece of metal here. Might actually have to cut the thing down. I'm going to try to do the lower one first. If I get one in, I might actually just go with that. Especially as I'm not convinced that the holes are the same spacing. There we go. Yeah, so we can get that too. Alright, I need to bring this forwards. I got it too far back. Alright, not necessarily the easiest thing to do to use this particular style of clamp. Original style might have been better. So I get that in the hole. Yes. We're on the hole. That's always a good thing. Tighten and okay, that's tight. Oopsie. Oh, maybe I didn't want to tighten it that far before I put the other bolt in. If I can get the other bolt to go in. Yeah, let's loosen that up once and see. If I can actually make the other hole. If I can't get the other hole to engage, I'm just have to go with one bolt. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. All right, we're just going to go with one bolt. Come on out. All right. Now let's get this all lined up. So that's going to go in here. Come on. There goes. Nope. We want to deform the exterior, so that's probably good enough. And tighten this up so it shouldn't have any possibility of falling out. And there you go. One completed job. I'll start it up, see what it sounds like. That's not bad. All right. Now he's going to clean up the tools. Oh, one last thing. I'm going to keep this bit of excess pipe because if I ever want to put a venturi on, I'm going to want to have a piece of pipe to stick in here to attach the venturi to. So this will go in my storage. All right, time to clean up. Oh, I never tightened this backwards. I gotta tighten it backwards. Same dimension, isn't it? Oh, that stuff dries up right away, don't it? Alright, I might put a little bit more on the bottom crack. It's like drywall mud, only for pipes. High temperature metal pipes. Huh. All right. Put the leftover parts in the box. you go.
Leftover parts in the box.
Yeah,